NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Zaire Jones there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Get down. We're waiting.
Throwing now is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Fielded at the 20. Gets past one man. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. First and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I just need some chocolate in a box of tissues. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw his Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yards. Back at the 17.
Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56.
Mayfield on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a run with Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Purdue. Get that quarterback.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They go play action here on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Derek Carr with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gould now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Bortles. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Bortles. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Hilton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Bortles will try again on second down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing on first down is Bortles. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Bortles now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Green 80. Green 80.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chiefs are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now here comes Kansas City. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ray McLeod, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Bortles. Able to find Harris, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
380.
To throw is Bortles. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now a play fake. Bortles. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bortles going to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
I'll go.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st down, Bortles. And Rudolph has it left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Bortles now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Bortles to throw once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gone!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hank.
Now Bortles steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no. Problem scrambling for 22 and a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. shotgun now for Bortles. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Forced out to his left. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mayfield on play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Clock
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. He gets it complete to Harris. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
372.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And another timeout taken by the Colts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him, put a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm a